everyone, welcome back to the Music Career Bestie channel. I'm your host, Journey Choi, 37-year-old, happily married, solo musician with 2 kids. And today I'm going to be talking about something very close to my heart. And for those of you who are musician mamas or maybe some solo babes who are looking to start a family, I think you will find this episode really helpful because this will change the trajectory of your life, your family, and your career. To give you a little background information, one of my longtime followers, Adrienne, is a wonderful cellist who is a music therapist and a musician and a performer, also a mama, and she has asked me this specific question when I shared this video.
Not all of us with music majors are the same. So distinctively, there are 2 large types of music majors. One is a music ed major, band instruments, string instruments, and they are required to study each instrument in each semester of their schooling and training, versus me, who has a performance degree. Both bachelor's and master's, I got a performance degree, and it's a little bit redundant. I don't even recommend it, but it's for the people who want to become experts of their instrument. So I not studied violin or play viola or taught flute or anything like that because I only know my instrument so well, way beyond the level of any music directors holding a music education degree. Just because while they're studying multiple instruments, I literally did this for 7 years straight, just learning and mastering the instrument of cello.
And she is in a place where she's torn between wanting to pursue a master's degree in music because she already has a bachelor's, and she wanted to ask what my thoughts would be in this case. I received my bachelor's and my master's in performance, but this was when I was 19 years old to 23 something years old. I've spent 15 years in the music industry since then. I've even changed my career path a couple of times. I'm finally at a place where I've been growing my solo brand, performing with amazing clients all over the world, working with celebrities, working with corporations and national brands, and just having so much fun in my music career that I did not get to experience for the first 10 plus years. I hope what I shared today, I will be able to help shed some light and answer any of the questions that will help you make the best decision based on your unique situation. But if you were to ask me today, should I get a master's degree in music performance as a 30-something-year-old? My answer would be no. Let's dive into the reasons why I would not recommend this if you were my age or already have family and you have bills. We'll have 4 reasons to share with you today, and we'll talk about pros and cons for every single one of these reasons. That way you get to choose what's best for you. Okay, reason number 1, limited return on investment. Okay, now let's kick things off with number 1 reason, because investment, time, and money and resource is very important, especially because we all only have 24 hours a day. And pursuing a master's degree can be a significant financial commitment, but even in the music industry, success is not often just driven by talent. It needs networking, practical experiences, life skills, business skills, negotiation skills, everything under the sun. How does spending more time in academia translate to income and career opportunities for solo musicians like this? I am not quite sure. But here are some reasons why. And because networking within academic circles for younger musicians or those early in their music career, a master's degree program can provide valuable connections within the academic circles and further leading to potential opportunities in teaching or ensemble performance. And it can also help offer access to specialized resources, studios, mentors that can benefit musicians like yourself in the early stages of your career. However, here are some cons. There are delayed entry into the industry. Spending years in academia might delay entry into the industry, potentially limiting exposure and practical experience. I feel like despite me having had these degrees right off my early 20s, I still spent over 10 years figuring out, learning other skills to be able to grow and get to where I am today as a solo musician. Also, another con would be the financial strain. The financial investment and the time might be a burden, especially if you are caring for children or you are married or you have a relationship, a serious relationship, or maybe you're starting to plan your family. Wherever you are, that there could be potential delay in your life. All right, moving on to reason number 2. Based on my career and having already had bachelor's and master's in my early 20s, I believe that these are way more important than the skills that I had to get on my own. The importance of this real world experience as a solo musician is so important because your success really hinges on your ability to not only perform, but to promote yourself and to navigate the ins and outs of the music industry, learning how to collaborate, learning how the legal industry works for the music entertainment world, and so many more. So ask yourself, does spending additional years in academic study really compare to hands-on experience for what you're trying to achieve? I'm going to go through some pros and cons. A couple pros would be immediate industry exposure. Yeah, you're going to gain real-world experience that allows musicians like you to be actively involved in the industry from an early stage, potentially leading to some faster career progression. That's a possibility. Also, adaptability can be another pro. Musicians of all ages can benefit from the ability to adapt quickly to industry changes, staying relevant and in tune with the audience preference. Now, the cons are also present. First would be initial struggle. It might be challenging for younger musicians to really secure gigs or build a brand without the credibility that comes with master's degree. Also, learning from mistakes. Older musicians may find it more challenging to navigate the industry's evolving landscape and learn from mistakes made in the early stages. What I'm trying to say is, if you're young and in your early 20s, I think it would be a great opportunity and would be able to open many doors for you. But if you're already in your career deep in it, I'm really not sure what you're trying to gain by going back to school for a master's degree because of the cons that I just talked about. Now let's move on to reason number 3. Let's talk about how important building connections in the music industry is. And you already know how crucial this matter is. We talk all about solo branding all the time on this channel, but do you really need a master's degree or a program to do that? I don't know. Let's explore some avenues from gigs to online platforms where solo musicians can establish diverse and relevant connections. So some of the pros here: diverse connections. Musicians can build diverse connections through gigs, collaborations, communities, projects, and other online platforms where you get to cater to various different genres and demographics. Lots of opportunities there. So broader industry understanding is establishing connections outside of academia, which will provide a broader understanding of the industry. And this will help you encompass different perspectives, approaches. However, let's go and take a look at some cons. I actually only have one con here, and it is missed academic networking. So depending solely on external networking might result in missing out on valuable academic connections, which can be crucial in certain career paths. For me, I personally felt like I had very, very hefty academic connections and training, and that just led me to being in the classical orchestral industry, where I was contracted to play for a bunch of orchestras and did that for over 10 years. Found myself quite depressed and just unfulfilled. It was boring. So connections are important, and you definitely want really nice academic connections that will help you bring credibility in your industry. But that's not the only thing that you're going to need. So you have to find your own balance, especially in what niche that you're looking to grow. Okay, so we're going to the last reason now, and it is finally reason number 4, the changing dynamics in the music industry. So it's no secret that the music industry can be very fickle, and it's constantly changing in its own dynamics and is ever evolving. So how does a master's degree program really align with the current trends and demands? Let's unravel the potential challenges and the importance of staying tuned in. There are 2 pros, which is 1, industry relevant education. This means a master's program can provide up-to-date education, ensuring that musicians are well versed in the latest music trends. Also, there's credibility in niche markets. In certain markets, having a master's degree may add a lot of credibility, especially when the industry demands specialized knowledge. And I think this is one very good pro, and maybe I am not able to appreciate this as much just because I've just been in the industry for so long, but I'm not reaping the benefits of my degrees, which are just hanging out on my walls. The success that I've had in the past 3 years of my solo music career really didn't come from my academic background. Now let's look at some cons. So there's potential lag in adaptation. What do I mean by that? So the academic environment may not adapt as quickly as the industry, leading to the potential lag in knowledge and skills. And it is so true, especially with growing music promotional skills, social media skills, and live streaming skills, recording skills. I mean, they're not going to teach you all this during your master's, and even if they did, you're just going to barely hit a little bit of it. And also there is overemphasis on tradition, because some master programs may focus on traditional approaches like ensemble studies, large ensemble, small ensemble studies, and just lessons and pedagogy and other things that may not help you pay your bills if you're in your mid-30s, and that is a huge part of your responsibility and something that you want to draw from music career income. We just went through 4 different reasons on why I would not personally recommend getting a music degree, especially a master's in performance, if you are already a established musician and have a music career. Because I talked about 1, the limited return on the investment and the time and the resources, obviously. 2, the real world experience matters more, obviously, because I am not successful today because I have a master's degree. 3, and it's for networking opportunities outside of academia, which are more crucial than your little academia circles in the real world. This is true. And the last one was because of the changing dynamics in the music industry. So in conclusion, while a master's degree in music performance has its merits, shining gold glitters, especially for those wanting to pursue academic or ensemble-oriented careers, solo musicians should find a balance between education and practical experience, especially if you're wanting to have a solo music career. Consider the return on the investment of your time, money, and resources, also the value of the real-world opportunities and experience, networking opportunities that are going to carry your career forward, as well as the dynamic nature of the music industry when making this decision. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope what I shared with you regarding master's degree, yes, no, video was very helpful. If you found this video helpful or have your own experiences that you'd like to share, please leave them in the comment below. I would love to connect with you and learn more about your experience. Drop those comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I have more content coming your way every Friday to help you navigate a successful music career. Thanks so much for watching, and see you soon.